Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and here is my 2023 Lord of the Rings inspired bullet journal setup. It is incredibly late going up onto the channel and I can only apologise for that. Yeah, Alfred's been dropping like naps and going to sleep at like a ridiculously late time, and so I've just sort of not really got in a routine of filming or generally doing voiceover and bits and pieces with this. So yeah, here it is in February. So if any of you guys saw my flick through from last year's journals, I think I mentioned in that I kind of wanted to redo this sort of Lord of the Rings theme. I've been getting quite back into it. I've listened to all the books on Audible and currently listening to The Hobbit, and I don't know why I just suddenly got back into Lord of the Rings. And obviously there was the Rings of Power thing that we watched at the end of last year as well, which is probably part of the reason why. So yeah, just doing like a little watercolour of a hobbit hole, and then I sort of cut it through to make it into a door. As you'll see a bit later, I sort of just created a background for the year. I think it would have been nicer to do a bit of a scene, but yeah, I just ran out of time, to be honest, and wanted to get other things set up. So yeah, we actually went to Hobbiton, the movie set in New Zealand, when we were on our honeymoon, and it was incredible. It's so well set up and everything. If you do find yourself going, I highly recommend doing the evening tour thing where you get food as well. It's more expensive obviously, but it was so worth it. You just get so much longer to sort of wander around the sets and everything, and because you're the last tour in of an evening, there's no one else there bar the other people on your tour group, and yeah, it's nice to kind of have the place to yourself, and have the time to sort of fully appreciate all the detail and everything that's still there. And the food was very nice, very nice. Didn't realise so many people didn't know what pavlova was though, so yeah, leave a comment if you're a pavlova fan or if you just don't have a clue what I'm talking about. Yeah, it really surprised me how many people did not know what pavlova was, and I was like, it's delicious, just eat it. So yeah, anyway, getting sidetracked. So I sort of jumped about a lot when I was making this, but the next kind of spreads that I've got in the journal are just these sort of fold out pages, for kind of putting a photo from each month and putting some memories and things in. Again, if you've seen last year's set up. You know that I've sort of done it the last couple of years, and I just like having a place to put the kind of photo memories and things, so just doing that again. I did realise that I have completely forgotten to do like a year overview calendar, but to be honest I don't really look at it that much anyway, so it's not the end of the world for me. But yeah, if you normally set one up, it's not going to feature in this journal, because I forgot to put one in, to be honest. And yeah, like I said, I don't tend to use it that much. I normally just write like people's birthdays and things on it, but I don't look at it again, and I just use my phone calendar that's got everyone's birthdays on it as well, and that actually reminds me when to go and get presents and stuff. So yeah, not the end of the world for me, but obviously that's the beauty of a bullet journal, is you can include stuff if you want it and not include it if you don't use it or if you just simply forget, like I did. Yeah, and then I decided to do these sort of window archway things, just to make it a bit more interesting on the outside, and yeah, put a quote in. I'm not really a big quote person, but it seemed vaguely appropriate for storing all those memories and things. So the next spreads are just for sort of a place to put like the end of year reading and fitness stats. Again, I've sort of carried this over from last year. I don't read enough to warrant doing a reading journal or anything, but I do quite like just seeing actually how much I have managed to do, especially now I'm trying to kind of listen to a few more audiobooks and things as I go along. I had this idea of doing this sort of library thing and had intended to sort of draw it out, and just it wasn't working. And I was never going to draw Gandalf. I'm rubbish at drawing people, so I just gave up and stuck a picture in. I can't actually remember where I got this from. I think I might have just googled it and it came up in the image search, so apologies if I've just nicked your artwork and put it in here. I can't find it again, so otherwise I would link it for people to have a look at. So yeah, my apologies to whoever created this library scene picture. You did much better than I did. And then so for the fitness stats, I've just created like a sort of Rohan flag, I guess. And again, I just went a bit crazy with using random bits and pieces that I've got around, and ended up using my like cutting machine to cut out the just a bit of paper with the horse shape on it. So yeah, it's quite cool, but it was probably a lot more time conserving than it needed to be. moving on now to my vision board for the year. I decided to sort of base it on the like Galadriel's mirror for the design. So yeah, just trying to include the like jug and pouring into the mirror basin thing, just because I thought it sort of fitted with kind of seeing the future and visions and things. So yeah, just sort of sketching that out in pencil and drawing over it in pen, and then adding again a bit of watercolour just to put a bit of colour to it, and then just sort of filled out the rest of the space with images off Pinterest that just sort of symbolise the sort of goals and things that I want to sort of focus on for this coming year. And yeah, that's about it. This one actually took me a lot less time than I thought it would, doing the painting and everything. That is it for my 2023 setup. I am sort of carrying the Lord of the Rings theme through into January as well, but to be honest, I still haven't finished that, and it's nearly March, which is why it's not appearing in this video or any video, because that's even more late than this is. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it's given you some ideas and some inspiration. And yeah, if you're interested, I'll leave links to the kind of other bullet journal videos I've got up at the moment, so go check that out if you're interested. Thanks for watching, hope you're having a great day. Catch you in the next one.